Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were truly alone? No distractions, no noise, no opinions. Just you facing your life, your choices, your truth. We live in a world addicted to noise. Everyone's talking, everyone's watching, everyone's judging, but very few people are actually listening, and even fewer are focusing on themselves. And that's where your power is. Focus on yourself. Stay silent. That's the message. And it's not just a motivational quote, it's a mindset. It's a weapon. It's a shield. It's the key to the life you're meant to build. You see, we spend so much time explaining ourselves, trying to prove we're enough, trying to make sure we're liked, trying to keep up with people who aren't even running the same race. Let me tell you right now, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your healing. You don't need to justify your boundaries. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth. You just need to focus on you. And to do that, you've got to get quiet. Because silence, it's not weakness, it's not retreat. It's transformation. When you stop talking, you start hearing, not them, you. You hear your truth, you hear your fears. You hear that little whisper inside you, the one that's been trying to get your attention for years, the one that says, you're made for more. But you can't hear that voice when your life is filled with noise, scrolling endlessly, chasing validation, comparing your path to someone else's highlight reel. You want to know why you're tired. It's not just your body, it's your soul. Exhausted from living for everyone but you. So stop explaining, stop oversharing, stop asking for permission to evolve. Because listen to me, growth is uncomfortable. And you know what else? It's supposed to be. If your transformation doesn't make people uncomfortable, if it doesn't make some people drift away, if it doesn't require solitude, discipline, and self-control, then it's not growth. It's decoration. It's performance. Real growth? It happens in silence, in the late nights when no one sees you grinding, in the early mornings when you show up tired but committed, in the moments when you're tempted to defend yourself, but you choose peace over performance. You don't need to explain why you're disappearing from parties, from group chats, from toxic cycles. You're not disappearing. You're reappearing as someone stronger, someone wiser, someone real. Let them wonder, let them talk, let them misunderstand you. You stay silent, you stay focused. Because you're not building a life to be understood, you're building a life that's aligned. And the only person who needs to understand that is you. There's a season in life when you stop chasing approval and start chasing clarity. That season? It starts the moment you say, I'm done living on autopilot, I'm done playing small. And when that season starts, everything changes. Your habits change, your mindset shifts, your circle tightens. And suddenly, you're not interested in impressing anyone anymore. You're interested in impressing yourself. You look in the mirror and ask, am I proud of how I'm showing up? Am I showing discipline when no one's watching? Am I holding myself to a higher standard even when there's no audience, no applause? Because that's where greatness is built. In the silence, behind the scenes. The most powerful version of you isn't loud. It's not screaming for attention. It's steady, unshakable, it's focused. Now, let me say this loud and clear. You don't have to tell the world what you're working on. You don't have to announce your goals. You don't have to prove your progress, because the results will speak. Let your work do the talking. Let your discipline do the shouting. Let your growth introduce you. Not your posts, not your captions, not your ego. Some people won't get it. They'll call you distant. They'll say, you've changed. Good, because you are changing. You're healing, you're growing, you're choosing peace over chaos, you're choosing purpose over popularity, you're choosing depth over drama. That's not selfish, that's necessary. You don't water your garden by explaining to others why you're planting seeds, you just plant, you water, you grow, in silence. And when harvest comes, people will ask how you did it, and you'll smile, because you'll know you did it in silence, in discipline, in solitude, in focus. So let them doubt, let them laugh, Let them misunderstand. You don't owe them your peace. You don't owe them your energy. You don't owe them your focus. You owe that to you. And let me remind you, the strongest trees grow in the wild, not in the spotlight, but deep in the forest, in silence, in stillness, in strength. You're becoming that tree, rooted, grounded, untouchable. So don't be afraid to disappear for a while. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to build in silence. Don't be afraid to focus on yourself. Because when you come back, you won't need to introduce yourself. Your presence will say it all.